What's up, guys? Yeah. Welcome to another Storytelling Tuesday. This one's going to be a little bit different. I actually have props. I have props. I have stuff. I have lures. I'm this one the third edition of this. I'm still trying to figure the whole thing out on the way it goes. I mean, obviously, I got the computer behind me, and I got the fire that's going to be burning during the storytelling. Storytelling? I don't know. Great. I'm doing storytelling and I can't even talk. Me. Was it red leather, yellow leather? Red leather, yellow leather. Right. Some of the people that go on here, they do that little tongue twister to kind of get themselves going. Who's on here? I got somebody. I know it usually takes a little while. Oh, there we go. Starting to get more people. Yeah, I'm thinking I gotta, it's like, oh, look, I got props. Can you guys see that? Oh, you can. All right, that looks good. Oh, G. How you doing, G? Sorry, I have props this time with the lake that I'm talking about, so I'm trying to see if you can actually see it. Yeah, I'm thinking like, 7:30 to 8 is sort of pre-show, like a basketball game or something. And then, usually right around 8 o'clock, a little bit of time, people start getting going. So I don't know, maybe I'll start getting some cheerleaders in here and some girls so we can get some like pre-show stuff, or maybe start somewhere else for the pre-show before I get on here. I said this is the worst fear of doing a show like this and all that is that you come on and do it and like nobody cares. Like nobody watches. I mean, I pop up randomly and do my lives and people are here. But I do my storytelling Tuesday and I don't know. Usually I'm earlier then and I am fishing. So see how it goes. It might be the me and G show at the moment because you seem to be the only one that's come on. There was somebody else for a second, but they disappeared. Oh yeah, I've heard that notifications don't happen. Well, yeah, a lot of people have been saying that lately that they totally miss it because there was no notification. But this time I did send out. I mean, I sent out that post. Not that they got the notification for the post either, but I did post it around like 3 o'clock or something, saying, "Remember Tuesday storytelling, 7:30 tonight." So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be me and you, Jay, G, J, G, for the moment, evidently, because nobody else has nobody else even popped up. Hope you brought some popcorn or something. Oh, oh, okay, we have one more. Starting to get some people on. That's why I said it started at 7:30. Expect a late crowd. Get going with the story around 8 or earlier. I don't know. It was like the very first one I did, storytelling, had a lot of people on. Everybody said that it was great. And then it's it's been sort of dicey since then. But some of you are here. I mean, I don't know. Send out notifications, tell your friends, get somebody. Where's Chris? We need Chris here. It's not a good live unless Chris is on. Did you? Yeah, and they're doing weird freaking shit. Funny is with me is like I get alerts from freaking everybody. It's like I get alerts from people I didn't even set alerts for. Oh, gee, you'll learn about him soon. He's kind of a if you're on here long enough and you're more of a constant viewer and stuff, you'll learn about Chris. I have him some of my some of my shows. See, I can't even talk tonight. I'm trying to do a storytelling Tuesday, and for some reason I can't freaking talk. This is really just, I don't know, this is depressing. It's not really depressing, but like you said, for some reason they're having issues with, oh, look, it just jumped two more. I said, I think the last time, well, yeah, no, last week I did it. It was this way. It was like right when I came on, there wasn't that many people, and then all of a sudden people started showing up. Yo, welcome to the house. So we're waiting for the house to get full. Waiting for the it dropped off one more again. Waiting for the seats to get filled. I don't know what's up with people. I don't know. Do I have to do storytelling clickbait? Oh, we're getting some more people. Looks like, I don't know. I thought storytelling Tuesday would be a good idea. I said everybody liked the premiere. Everybody had all kinds of fun with it. Yeah, couldn't hurt. Yeah. Storytelling Tuesday and $50,000 Bass Pro Shops gift card giveaway. Would that work? Or Storytelling Tuesday and free boat. Hey, country life. Yes, people are starting to get here. I think it's just more about the fact that notifications don't go. Monopoly money. Yeah, I didn't say what I'm giving away. I could give away a $50,000 You Gotta Load Bass Pro Shops card. Oh, there you go. Yeah, chance to win. Chance to win. Yeah, you have a chance to win. Uh, we're all we're all doing good. We're just waiting for people to get on. I said I've kind of come up with the fact that the airtime is 7:30, and that's the pre-show, and then the story gets going around like 8. So I need to get some like cheerleaders or some sort of fanfare stuff and everything else going on between 7:30 and 8. You see, we're up. Well, we were up. We were up, and then it dropped, and it dropped again. Radar releases. Radar release. I don't know. I tried. I put up the little post notification. Of course, like you said, a lot of the notifications don't go out. So I add notifications saying, "Hey, Storytelling Tuesday tonight. Join." But if they don't go out, then I guess people aren't notified. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I said I get tons of notifications from all kinds of channels. For me, yeah, better weather. How good was the what? Yeah, well, that was epic, but people don't like that sort of epic thing. I mean, we went all the way through. We won $1 million. I mean, come on. That was like hugely epic. I think in a lot of lives it's better if I don't know. I don't know what causes a lot of these smaller channels to do lives where they have like 30, 40, 50 people watching all the time. And it's just talking and chatting. It's not a story. It's not anything. Yeah, that was epic. I mean, that had to be epic. And then there was one last night where I went live, or tried to go live, and it freaking failed. Oh no, it's still the same Cabernet, the same oak leaf, same oak leaf Cabernet. Man, I have props and everything tonight. I'm like so ready to go big. Not that you guys here are insignificant. It's just we want to get this thing going big. Yeah, it's hard to. Well, and the funny thing is, you guys are all on here now. I want like, yeah, it's funny on there because the chats get going so quick and it's so hard to even do anything. And by the time you type it and do it, they're already on something else. But I really don't understand how a lot of these smaller channels, way smaller than me. I mean, I have when I'm up to 2,200 subs, they're at like see a lot of them that aren't even at 1,000 or just above 1,000. They get like freaking so many people on for their lives. I'm like, but it's everybody's on there because everybody's looking to get because they say shout outs and promotions and that sort of thing. I guess that's what gets everybody on there. Maybe I do that storytelling and shout outs. Would that work? I don't know. I don't like to false promote it. This is just this it's supposed to be just about really good stories about fishing and all kinds of other stuff, not and shout outs. We'll promote you. We'll try to get you subs. Still kind of waiting. Has anybody been fishing? I mean, I haven't been fishing in a while. Tried yesterday and epically failed. I mean, I had some bites. I actually stayed after the live and caught some. Yeah, but I guess that just doesn't do it anymore for most people. It's like if they're not getting something out of it on live, then I don't know, for some reason they don't want to come on live. It's supposed to be about hanging out and having fun and being live and actually liking the person, like you just said. I could, but I don't know. Nowadays, everybody wants it. The lesser lives, it's all about I don't know, networking and interacting and getting subbing to people and having people sub to you and all that other sort of crap. They're not just on there to because they genuinely like the person and want to hear about their stories. They're on there to get some sort of kickback from the whole thing. Like the other day when we won $1 million. Of course, none of us got the $1 million, but metaphorically, we had a good time and we won. No, nothing yet. I'm just yeah, where's your gut? No, I'm just waiting. I mean, I've gotten it's kind of a weird thing because I've been going to live and on some other live channels and gotten some pretty significant subs from other people and everybody else. And when I'm on that live chat and they're all like, hey, what's up? Hey, blah, 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 blah. But I haven't seen that many of them come here. Yeah. That's what I said. And that's kind of the weird thing because I've been on, well, it's like Jag Fishing and some of the other lives, and I'm on there and everyone's like, hey, yeah, what's up? And I subbed you a while ago. That's great and all that. But for some reason, they don't, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like everybody likes stories. That's why I thought the Storytelling Tuesday really fun. At least for the fishing part of it. I still have a lot of other stories that are eventually going to be on here that don't have to deal with fishing, like the murderer one and the felony warrants one, and it's a gun one time in the club that I DJ. I have other stories other than fishing that are pretty exciting. Well, I think that's like the trend right now with lives. I think a lot of the trend of lives now is they're using them as a lot of smaller channels because live came out and it was only offered to the bigger channels. Then they offered it to smaller channels, and then I don't know, it kind of went away for a while. And all of a sudden, I've noticed that there's all kinds of lives going on within the fishing community and smaller channels, and almost all of them are focused on shout outs and this guy's a 80 subs, let's get him to 100, and this and that and that, and it's suddenly all becoming nothing about the live. It's becoming, I mean, about live and talking about something. It's about live and let's get him to 100. Oh, he needs 3 more to 80, and he needs this and that and that and everything. And so it's a lot of popularity in lives, but it's strictly just lives to promote and expand your subs. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that stuff though. I don't know where I mean, yeah, as far as some of them do it, and that's a good thing. A lot of collaborations between two more popular channels, and they kind of combine the two and they talk back and forth. But a lot of little ones, like I said, that seems to be an uprise in lives is strictly just based on promoting and getting more subs and everything else. It's just dumb and stupid. They don't even talk about fishing. All they do the whole time during the live is like, oh, hit the like button, hit the like button. Oh, we need more likes. We need more likes. Oh God, there's Crankbait Crisis. There's Jag Fishing. There's I'm Hook TV. Actually, he's on here a lot. What? Yeah, no, it's just a lot of the ones that I said I found is that seems to be a trend. I think one day I went on and there was like, God, I don't know, it was in my my favorites when I went through, and there was like 30, 15 something channels on my recommendeds when I scrolled through when I went to eBay on my or YouTube on my phone, and it was all so and so live, so and so live, so and so live. What's the other one? 608 Fishing goes live a lot. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of random ones. They're not ones that I really watch. I just scan a lot and study a lot and try and figure out what's going on and everything. But yeah, there's a lot of them. Probably none that you G Money actually watch. It's it's more ones I watch because I'm in the process of trying to get myself going more. So I kind of watch the trends and sort of see what's going on and all that stuff. But I haven't seen a lot of the bigger channels do much lives lately. But it's suddenly, I don't know, I just watch trends, and that's just the trend I've seen is Live kind of went big. Then it kind of disappeared, and all of a sudden now it's back heavy. But majority of the people I see using it are using it just to promote their channel and shout outs, and I don't know, it's like but half the subs you get from it disappear anyway. They just like YouTube with their new analytics and the way they do it and all that. Half of them you get like 15 subs, and then the next day you only have 2 because it says that 9% were freaking fake. So it's just the way it goes. That's the way YouTube works these days. Sorry, I'm trying to keep one of my props going here. How long have we been on here now? Yeah, it's The Verge. Hey, well, hey guys, I still have 6 people on here. I only have one like, unless it's not showing my likes anymore. I said I did probably didn't. I don't know. Notifications didn't go out. This thing's been weird. Look at Stalker. No, no, no. I did have one guy one time when I did a blog and I just talked. I think it was about, I forget what it was about, but I was talking and he left a comment going, "Dude, you gotta do more of these. I could listen to you talk all day long." And yes, that one did. That was a little creepy. It's like I could listen to you talk forever, and I was kind of like, okay, that's like kind of scary, kind of stalker-ish. But I love listening to you talk. I listen to you talk all day long. I'm like, and I told somebody else about the comment, and they're like, "Dude, that's kind of freaky." I went, "Yeah." I just commented back, "Thanks. Glad you like it." Don't show up at my doorstep. I don't know. Yeah, I think he did ask me. He goes, "Could you put up like the Big Brother now? Could you put up some cameras around your house so we can watch you all day long?" Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he meant it with good intent, but it just kind of came across a little bit creepy. And everybody I told it to was like, "Dude, that's a little bit creepy." I'm all, yeah, I know. Oh, Jag's on here. Jag Fishing, you're actually on here. I've never seen you on one of my lives. He's the one I told you I've been watching, guys. He's a good guy. He's one of the lives that's a good guy. Trust me. He well, no offense, Jag, but I was saying how everybody goes on. A lot of lives are about helping other people out in that, but then with the last live I was on with you, and you kind of realized the fact that yeah, see, he's a good promoter of that. Remember the other time you were live and you were saying that you kind of got tired of it because suddenly the only reason they were coming on live was because they wanted you to get a bunch more subs, and you're kind of like, dude, that's not what it's about. Like, we're on here to hang out. Yeah, it's really fun, but when they suddenly come on and go, "Dude, you got to give me this. Dude, you got to give me," I mean, they start taking advantage of it. Like, you start out in a good way, and all that, and then suddenly, the whole thing goes awry. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. That's just kind of what I was saying on here earlier. I've been watching a lot of channels and their lives, and I don't know, the whole thing is it's not about like we haven't started yet. We're gonna. I mean, this storytelling Tuesday. This is actually this live is actually about a story about one of my tournaments. I started a little while ago. The first one was about my run to second place Anger of the Year. And yeah, I like to help people out, but I don't know. I like the lives because it's interactions, everything else. It's talking to people, it's ideas, it's other stuff. But yeah, just the last time I was live with you, and the thing was, everyone was suddenly, and you even said that you just kind of got disgusted with it. And even in your live, exactly. Yeah, no, but Jag, you even said that. Everyone's like, even I mean, you helped me out in that one time you went on with me. Um, yeah, but you kind of said the same thing. You're like, when you got fed up with it, you were somewhere else, and some guy came on. You were interacting with somebody else. It was like two of you live, and you came on. What's up, low? And the guy suddenly just said, "Hey, dude, you got to get me to this, and you got to get me to that." And you were like, and even in that feed, you were said, "Hey, yeah, I can help you out, but hey, get on, interact with the other people." I know. Well, see, my lives, I like to go fishing more, and I like to sit down here. I mean, we sit down here, we have a lot of fun. Yeah, I know. You try to help people out, but you know, I don't know. My lives are totally different. We're on here, we have fun. Like Jag, I don't know. Jag, you need to go back and watch the one. I forget what it's called, but by the end of it, me and a lot of the people on here, low budget and high country line, we ended up playing. We ended up playing. Are you smart in a fifth grader? And we all interacted, and they picked the questions, everything, and we actually went to $1 million. We played the whole smart and fifth grader, and we won it. And it was like such a fun night. It was so fun. We were kicking back, and it was just like it was the best thing. But yeah, like I said, I understand it. I go to you and dude, you totally help me out. And but like you said, suddenly you become a target for people to go to. You end up being a target where they go to and they expect you to give them more subs. And then, and also like you said on your live, it's like if you're gonna sub to them and you're never gonna watch their freaking videos and you're never gonna interact with them. Yeah, you even said it on your live. You're like, dude, don't even sub to him. And I respect that. I mean, you actually said, hey guys, yeah, it's about checking out the channels and helping people out, but don't bullshit them. Don't sub them if you're never gonna watch their shit. It's just it's just a ghost. If you like them, you like what they do, sub to them and help them out. If not, don't even do it. It's freaking bullshit. Yeah, somebody said I was real. I am. Exactly. That's what I said. It's just become to that point that it's like it's just ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. And that's sort of, I mean, that's what this night is about with me. That's what, I mean, my Friday night, I'm probably going to try and make it a constant thing because we have a lot of fun with it. It's just a hangout, a Q&A, and game night. We end up playing random games. Right now, I only have Smart Fifth Grader. I'm trying to get like Family Feud, trying to get like Wheel of Fortune, some. And we just have a lot of fun at the end of the night, just interacting and having fun and not about fishing net and just playing a fun game. Yeah, that's why I said is YouTube wants subs to be organic. They want you to grow organically. So they started this whole thing, and they're trying to figure out when you subbed, if they sub back to you, what kind of comment you left, what kind of words you left in the comment. There's all this sort of yada yada back and forth, like not real. Is it real? Is it bullshit? Is it because we all need to be like flower people and be hippies and just love the person because we watch everything they do. But you know, just YouTube going through their cycles. They're the best there is. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a cycle of YouTube. It's becoming popular now. Suddenly everybody's looking at it as making an income and looking at it as a job and all that. So obviously it's basically just the growth of YouTube. Uh Blue collar fishing. No, actually that was in my thoughts, that was actually something that should have come about a long time before it did. And that's what led to all of this that's happening now because of the whole Jake Paul thing and that was the fact that they weren't policing it. They didn't care what you put up. They didn't know what kind of content. They were just throwing ads on everything and anything to make their money. And that happened and it came back and it kicked him in the ass. No, that's something they should have done a long time ago, blue collar. Hello, the real Travis Scott. The fake Travis Scott was on here earlier. That's so funny. Uh, yeah, no, blue collar. I disagree with that. And if you watch, I actually have a video back in the day about that. Yeah, it was something they should have done. It was definitely something they should have done. I did a whole video on that and about it, and that's what's led to this. It no, it wasn't. No, I'm trying to understand the comments very long. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was. No, if you watch it, um, I don't know. This thing on that, Casey Neistat actually had an interview with the. He's not the CEO. He's like the CBO or something like that of YouTube. And actually, Casey Neistat actually has an interview with Jake Paul about this whole thing. And trust me, everything that's going on now with YouTube and the thousands of four, and even now with the analytics with the subs and all that morphed out of that whole dead body thing and the ad apocalypse that they called it from Jake Paul. And it was just the fact that YouTube got greedy. They didn't care. Yeah, they got greedy. They didn't care. They were just monetizing anything. Didn't think that. Yeah, they didn't. Like I said, this isn't where I wanted this whole live blog to go. But now that we're there, um, yeah, that's just sort of that's just sort of the truth of what happened. Was they didn't care. They just said, we don't care if you're showing a dead body or cutting somebody's stomach with a knife or any. If it's making us money, we'll monetize it. No big deal. But that was sort of the pinnacle. That's what created all of the stuff that's going on now. No, I don't know where you came in, but hey, I'm Hook TV. You're on there too. All right. Now we're getting to the point I can start my storytelling. Yeah, no, sorry, Blue Collar. I wasn't saying all that. It's just I have a video on it and I told people about it. And like I said, I think it was a good thing, but it was something that should have happened to YouTube years before. They should have started understanding the fact that the thing's going to blow up and might blow up and have many, many advertisers pull their money because they're not policing where these ads are going. No, that's what I said. Well, what was like 8:10 now? It's like 8:10. I said, I think Tuesday storytelling starts at 7:30, but it's got to be a pre-show. So maybe for like a half hour, 45 minutes, it's pre-show before the story actually starts. I don't know, maybe I can get some cheerleaders and stuff. That's why I tried to start earlier, but it seems like people start getting on here later. But yeah, I don't know. It says like an NBA game or something. I need to. It's the pre-show storytelling, and then the actual storytelling once we get a lot of people on here. Wait, still. Yeah. Cheerleaders would be appreciated. I know, I wish. Or maybe I could have videos of cheerleaders. Maybe yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta do it all on the fly, guys. Another video. Yeah, I have a video coming up tomorrow. No, okay, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, you guys got me. See, you guys are my think tank. That's why I like going live. This is where half the shit I do comes from, is when I'm on live, because I have the right kind of people and they're all sort of like-minded and they help me think of things like the white elephant joke, the I think the oh yeah, the spices with the quick little giveaways. Yeah. No, maybe for the first half hour, that's all you do is find some cool video of cheerleaders and all that stuff, or and mix that in and make a cool video to go on the TV while we're getting going. And we're getting into, yeah. Oh guys, I'm totally gonna do that. I'm gonna make a mix of a pre-show. No, I'm definitely gonna do that. I couldn't find another fire video, so we're gonna have the same fire video when the story gets telling. But oh guys, yeah, that's gonna be great. I'm gonna mix together a really good pre-show video for the background, like cheerleaders and girls in bikinis and all that kind of stuff for the half hour. And then I'll promote it as Tuesday night storytelling, 7:30 pre-show starts, 8:15 story starts. So that's about where we are right now. And it took this long for everybody to start getting on it. Yes, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to do for next week before next week, guys. You got to plan ahead. I plan ahead. I filmed all kinds of crap and uh, filmed all kinds of crap early on into the beginning. And anytime I could film, and I got fish, and since I go live and been doing other stuff in that, I have enough footage to kind of keep me going. But I just got screwed up the yin yang because the last week, and suddenly it went from being a mellow winner to now it's just off the hook. That is just getting started. If you just learn how to make a thumbnail. It took me a while too. I just used the regular one before I realized that it was better to actually make a custom thumbnail and stick it up. But yeah, when you're filming, you got to plan ahead. Unless you do like ice fishing videos or you do videos that deal with other species or things when they're not. Yeah, if you're trying to do bass ones, really tough getting this time of year and you're freaking screwed. And then you get to the point that you don't have any videos. And so that's why you need to get yourself to the point that you do tips and tricks videos or unboxing videos, all that kind of stuff that you see a lot of the more main YouTubers go to during the winter. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said. You got to plan it. Yeah, lure replues. Yeah. Replues. Okay, guys. The 45-minute pre-show. It's just not 45. Maybe should we make the pre-show 45 minutes? Half hour, 45 minutes. I've been on 41, but yeah, I think we're gonna do the pre-show. And like I said, the pre-show, I think it should be like a 45-minute pre-show where we're getting everybody here and everyone's getting going. And I'm gonna make a really cool 45-minute mixed video of, I don't know, cheerleaders, gymnasts, bikini girls fishing. Yeah, everywhere's freaking screwed. I said even California's screwed. We just got screwed like suddenly within the last week. It's a pretty mellow winter, and all of a sudden everything's going over the spillway. Everything's dirty. Everything's muddy. It's been hailing. It's just been miserable. Totally, completely miserable. And it didn't happen in January. Happened after that. No, I'll come up with a good one. I've been doing a lot of videos. I've been doing videos since 1986. I'll come up with some. Might be what? Well, I know Molly. I've been doing FLWs for 10 years. At least it's going, but yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a while till fishing gets good in California because March might be freaking terrible as hell. All right, guys. I think I gotta start this. I gotta start storytelling. I've been doing it for 10 years. uh, yeah, no, I've been recording for 10 years on the. Is this it? Oh, this is it. Sorry. I want to be like Ike. All right. Going. Start storytelling, guys. Taco Tuesday. Tim. I don't know if I actually know him. I know most of them. I don't know a lot of my names. I still have 3 tournament diaries to edit, but I've 2 at Clear Lake and 1 at the Delta over the last 2 years, and I haven't put them together yet. Are we ready? All right, we're ready. Okay, guys, we gotta actually get into the reason for this storytelling Tuesday. I said I got props. I got this thing. I got a map of the lake. I'm starting to get really serious about these storytelling Tuesdays and the fact that I'm telling a story about a certain tournament and how it went down. Really? Wow. I only know him through comments and stuff. He knows who I am. Cromwell Black. Yeah. No, Scott. I've never met him in person. But I do know him through. He's interacted with me in comments and knows my channel. But okay, guys, this is the story about Never Give Up. Uh, it's amazing, but I kind of have to start out with the premise of this. This was a lake. I hope you guys can see that. I don't know how many I should be able to do this. I didn't practice any of this. This is not a meadow, and I'm actually gonna have to start out with a pre-practice that I did this lake because it becomes important about the tournament. But I was at this lake. I think it was 3 days before the tournament. I was pre-fishing. The fog was freaking insane. I think this tournament was, I don't remember, it was like late May or June. But it was so thick that you couldn't see like 5 feet on either side of your boat. And so this is the day, and launch is actually on, let me get my orientation where this is. Launch is on, this is right here. Launch is over here. Right about here is a launch. And so that day I got there and it was so foggy you couldn't see anything. My electronics don't have GPS. I didn't even have a compass. I don't have a cell phone. I had nothing. So what I tried to do was go along this shore right here. And once I got to this point right here where it kind of bends, I knew that my best spot was over here. So yeah, I started out over here and I started going along this shore expecting to hit this little bend here. And well, and this is pre-practice. This wasn't actually tournament. This was pre-practice. And I was going along there, and I was trying to, as I was going, trying to keep the shore on my right or on my left in focus, because it's like quarter of a mile or something. So I'm going along, and I'm trying to keep track. I'm trying to keep track because I knew when I hit that turn, because the lake goes this way and it makes that right hand turn, and you go down, and my spot was kind of on the side. So I'm cruising along. I'm cruising along, and all of a sudden I see shore, I'm cruising along, and all of a sudden, it's taking forever. I'm like, I don't think it's this long before it makes the right down the main lake. And so I'm cruising, all of a sudden there's this white buoy that's this 5 mile an hour. And I'm like, it comes out of the fog. I'm like, what the hell? And all of a sudden, right past that, there's some docks on shore from like people's houses. And I'm all, what? Where the hell am I? That's not on the main lake. Like this whole way right here, this whole way that I headed down this side and that, there's nothing like that. So suddenly I come up on that and I'm like, where am I? What the hell? Well, I ended up going down evidently somehow that cove that's on the end and ended up going around the corner of it. And I was like, oh my God. And like I said, the fog, you couldn't see 5 feet off the side of your boat anywhere. I could almost hardly even see the front of my boat. It was so thick. So I go there and I'm like, oh shit. I got to turn around. Maybe I'm in that cove. So I turn the boat around 180 degrees because I see the buoy and I start heading the other way. And so I'm going out and I'm trying to follow shore and I'm looking at shore and I'm going along. And then all of a sudden, I don't even know how this happened. This is like, I have no idea. Because I thought I was following shore and the shore kind of curved and there were some, coves and stuff. All of a sudden, I'm going along and all of a sudden out of the fog, I'm like, what the hell? Is that the same buoy? And yeah, it was the same buoy. And I saw the same dock. So somehow I turned around from it and I was going and I was trying to follow it and I turned around. I have no idea how I did this, but evidently I was going back straight into the same cove when I thought I was going. So at that point, I'm like, okay, screw this. I turned off the engine, I put on a trolling motor, and I just sort of started following the shore and fishing until I don't know, it took like an hour or so before the fog burned off and I actually tell where the hell I was. But yeah, so that was actually, I mean, that's a prelude to this. Sorry, I got some on here. I'm trying to get it off because I need this for the rest of them. This is Nazi. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to keep this because I didn't talk about. Yeah, I mean that's well. I just kind of want to tell you the fact of that's how it is when it's that foggy. If you don't have GPS, and I mean, not a Boy Scout didn't have my compass, but yeah, that was sort of what happened. I was sort of, why is this thing not getting off of here? Okay, sorry, having issues with my props. I said me and props, I get used to this. Yeah, well, they'll come into the tournament when they get into that. Yeah, no, it's a big lake. It's a big lake. It's got a lot of coves and all that. They'll actually come into play when they get into actual tournament. Um, yeah, it kind of does. I see what you're saying. Well, I see what you're saying now. I never thought about that. Yeah, but I see what you're saying. It looks like a dragon. Like legs, back legs, front leg, head, long tail. You're right. I never thought about that. But you're right. It does look like a dragon. Come to think of it. Okay. So anyway, that was pre-practice, and that heavy fog, and I freaking got lost. I was frustrated. Well, 3 days later, come tournament day, we get there in the morning. It's the same fog, and I'm used to watching. I'm used to watching like the bigger tournaments, like on TV. At this point, this was like 2005, 2004, 2005. This was a while ago. These tournaments, but anyway, and I always see them when they have heavy fog and all that. You know, they delay it until it's safe light. So I get there, and it's that thick, like you can't see anything. I mean, I could hardly even see my freaking hand in front of my face. And so I go to the Pat Fadley, my nemesis. Anyway, and I go, oh, so when are we going to launch? We're probably going to have to wait. He goes, oh, no, we're launching right now. Well, we're launching in this? He's like, oh, yeah. No, it's fine. A lot of us, I mean, most of us have, GPS on our graphs and that. So, yeah, we have our lines. I'm like, dude, I don't have that. I have an old freaking Hummingbird. It doesn't. He goes, well, maybe that's something you should be getting that if you want to be a fisherman. Because I said the guy freaking hated me. So anyway, I'm like, and I was scared of hell. I'm like, I can't see a freaking thing. And I almost asked to be the last person to launch because, they randomly pick. I didn't want to head out first, and I don't know where I'm going. I can't see. These guys are just freaking, even when they can't see, they're just gunning it at 60 miles an hour and they're just following their Jeep. I just wouldn't want somebody to come over the freaking back of me. And so anyway, I don't know. I was somewhere in the middle of the line. I had to go to the other side of the lake to the spot. Well, this is where I can use this thing. I wanted to go, okay. My major spot was right here. I said, launch is right there. This is my major spot. And so I need to go across the lake and then follow this so I could get to right there. Because last time I tried that and I ended up in that cove. Well, I just told you that story. So I start out, I'm going. There's other people that obviously don't have GPS. I'm trying to follow bubble trails in the water, try to follow boats that are in front of me. And every time I hear a boat come from behind, I'm actually like ducking down in my boat because it sounds like they're right behind me and they might just come out of the fog and like launch their boat over the top of me. And so, yeah. And then at one point I was following another guy's bubbles and it goes around the corner and all of a sudden out of the fog, I see a straight wall. I know. That's why I was so scared. But anyway, and so all of a sudden I'm like, I had to cut off the motor, I had to turn to the left. Obviously, that same boat almost ran straight into the same well I did. So anyway, I finally make it to that spot I showed you. I finally make it over here to this little wall right here. That's my main spot. But I want to start out with the surface lure. I want to start out with this. See, I told you I got props, guys. I want to start out with this. And I don't know if anybody knows what this is. Obviously, you do. Somebody. This is Aerospook Junior. This is the clear one. It's got a metal plate in it. You can see it's got the clear. They don't make this anymore. This was actually, I don't know if you can see it on there. I think it says it on that side, doesn't it? Yeah. Look who the maker of this Aerospook is, by the way, guys. Excalibur. The signature is Jimmy Houston. This side, the other side is actually Bill Dance. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know the history of this, but Hayden sold basically their company and all their stuff to Excalibur. I think it was only like for a couple of years, and Bill Dance and Jimmy Houston were, and then Hayden took their name back from them. But this is the old school one. This is actually an Excalibur. They haven't made this color for a long time. I think they only made this color when it was actually owned by Excalibur. But I actually have this one. I have another brand new one of this size. I actually have a full size Super Spook in this color. And I actually have a spitting image in this color. So anyway, that was my plan, was to go out with this thing in the morning and you know, do a bunch of topwater stuff. What? Yeah. Huh? Yeah, well, they're not discontinued. They still make the Super Spook and the Super Spook Junior. It's just now back under the name Hayden. But yeah. So anyway, so that was my plan. But we launched at 7. Took me till God, I don't know. Took me like a half hour, 45 minutes in that fog and everything else, idling at 2 miles an hour to make it around that point to the spot I wanted to start. Once I got there, the fog was so thick still. I sat there, I think, for another hour before the fog finally lifted. So, finding my spot, my game plan was the spook surface in the morning. We launched at 7. I think it was 8 o'clock, 8:30 by the time the fog lifted and got enough that I could start fishing. Ran through that whole section that I showed you, and not even a bite. Nothing. So I actually kind of went back to the top of it. I ran through it again, and nothing. For some reason, they just wanted nothing to do with the top water. I don't even think it got a rise. If I did, it was just like little ones pecking at it, or little ones messing with it, missing it. And the spot, and this time, like I said, I was. Now you guys know me as a soft plastics guy, and this guy always sold plastics. But at the time, I was high speed. I was like the cranking guy, and I was like surface in the morning, active baits. Probably never. I don't think I ever threw plastics in a tournament. Maybe one that I have to tell you about, but other than that, I was just like active. This was the one that I was using a lot in that lake. This is actually the Bandit 100 series. This is actually the Flaming Grape. I think I've told you guys about this color. I call it Snow Cone. It's got the chartreuse, the orange, and it's got purple and flake. But that was what I wanted to use in this. Using this tournament after using the topwater. Well, because of the delay and the fog and everything, suddenly I've already used the top water, something like 10 o'clock. Usually the wind comes up around 10 or 11. Suddenly it's 10 or 11. Absolutely no wind. Nasi at the time, and often, I think it was like 6, 7 foot visibility at this point. Like really, really clear. And I don't know if you guys know about crankbaiting or high speed crankbaiting, but this sort of bait does really good in stained water, something that's like 1 to 2 foot, or if it is clear, you need wind, a lot of wind, heavy wind, something with the wave action around radar. So, because of that whole process and the fog and everything, suddenly my plan and that spot, first thing in the morning and all that, that kind of got shot to hell. Suddenly, I'm trying to, figure out where to go. so anyway, so I worked that for a while, and I don't know, 10 o'clock comes, 11 o'clock comes. I've still pretty much just been working this whole area here. I'm trying to get the point. This whole area along here, that was like my major spot, because I said I'd like to get 1 or 2 spots. And it's a pretty long spot, like 3/4 mile to run along all this stuff. I've been going up and down that. I've been trying that. I'm not getting anything. The wind's not coming up. I said I'm not a plastics guy. I wasn't then. so yeah. So I have nothing, right? I have like absolutely nothing. Well, truth is, I actually have a couple more spots that in the pre-fishing, I caught some fish, but they're actually really long runs. And so I'm way over here. This is my main spot, is right here. Well, since that didn't pan out, suddenly there's no wind, which is what I need for my high speed. I'm trying to get the point, you can see that. For my high speed cranking that. Suddenly it's already 11 o'clock. Wasted what? Launched at 7 to get the fish till like 8. 9 to 11, fish like 4 hours. I don't have a fishing boat. I haven't had any. So I decided to make a run all the way down here. All the way down here. Remember, I'm fishing way up here. So I have to run that, run here, run this, run all the way down here. And, my boat, it only did like 45 miles an hour. 50 if I'm lucky. So that run itself is going to probably take me like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's already 11 o'clock. And that spot I first started at, if the wind comes up, that's like my main spot. But the problem with me at the time being a power fisherman and a cranker, that spot really wasn't hot for me until around 3 o'clock. And weigh-ins at 3:30. And so that was some of the reasons, some of the times that I had issues with tournaments, because my bite and my high-speed cranking, all that didn't start going until 2 to 3 o'clock, which puts you an hour or two before the end of the tournament. So if you have jack crap and nothing going on before then, to have to rely on the last hour or half hour of the day before weigh-in to try and catch even a single fish in there. So that was sort of the scenario of how this was working out, because there was no wind. I was expecting wind. It was 11 o'clock, no wind. So suddenly I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to have to make that run. I'm going to have to try and get some freaking fish. Oh, God, it's stressful as hell. Yeah, like I said, it's just like, and the last Tuesday was, I told you I got my first, second. I think this third tournament, third or second, but I'd done second and third before that. So I was, in the top 3 for 3 tournaments in a row. And so at that point, I'm like, oh, now I know I can fish. So I got to, keep the chip on my shoulder and tell them. And all of a sudden this happens. Like, there's never no wind there. And so there's no wind. And there was that heavy fog, which delayed it and everything else. So I make that long run. I go down there. It's kind of at the end of that cove is like a really steep, it's only like a boat length wide, or maybe like length and a half, and it goes in and makes a turn and goes out. And anyway, the sun's up now. There's always shade on it, and the water's still clear. It's like I said, 6, 7 foot visibility. Sometimes it's a little bit dirtier down there. So I make that long run, and I fish through that little section with the crank, and I actually go past it. I go to a couple other spots. Then I actually come out of it and kind of go to the right. Let me show you right here. I kind of go out into the right, and I kind of go over into these. Try these little coves out of it, because actually right there, it's hard to see it on here. But yeah, so I go over. So I'm trying this like anything and everything I can. And I think it ended up being around 1 o'clock, 1:30. I said, I think this was, let's see, late May or early June. Because as I remember, there wasn't a lot of traffic once it got into the afternoon. And Nacimiento, usually May, June, water's still kind of cold. It's not till July and August that it starts getting heavily trafficked by cigar boats and skiers and everything else. But as I remember, it wasn't so. I'm thinking it was late May. Might have been early June. But anyway, so I have nothing. It's like, I said, I think it's like 1 o'clock, 1:30. Well, okay. So I'm supposed to be fishing right here all day. Launch is right there. So I'm supposed to be right here, right close to launch, and then right here. That's how I plan. All of a sudden, I made it all the way back here, made that long run. Well, my next spot is actually all the way down here. All the way down almost into the river of Naza is the only other place that I have that during pre-practice I actually got a fish. So I'm way down that cove. I gotta go all the way down that cove. Yeah, I go all the way to that cove, make a left, which is away from my main spot, and run all the way down to the end of the lake to a spot I mean, I caught some fish. It wasn't my main spot, but at this time still, for some reason, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. There's no wind. It's like freaking glass. And every once in a while, like a little bit of a ripple. There's just nothing. It's just being completely, totally abnormal compared to any other time I've been. Like I only been on like 6, 7 times before that, but just totally. So I'm like I said, it's tournament time. It's a decision. It's 1:30. Weighing at 3:30. I don't even think I caught a fish at this point. I think I got a couple bites, or maybe in the morning I had a few like pecks at the top water. So I have 0. 1:30, weigh-ins at 3:30. Yeah, that's like 2 hours, guys. I'm not fishing a boat. So I make the run all the way down there. There's one little section, I don't know, it's like a quarter mile long. Something was it was on the, it's on the right side. I hadn't really ever fished it, but I went down there and I caught a couple. So I have the crankbait on. At this point, all of it's crankbait. Like I said, I didn't fish plastics or anything. It's all power fishing. It's all fast fishing. So I had this little 100 Bandit on. I ran through there. First pass through, and bam, something just effing nails it. I mean, I'm reeling it as fast as I can, and it just stopped. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm not going to blank. Yes. I start reeling in. Ends up being like a 3-pound freaking white bass. I'm like, I think I'd only caught one white bass ever in that lake. And this is the first thing at this point, it was like 1:45 or something, 1:50. My first fish ever for the whole tournament and all that time. And it was freaking, so I'm like, damn it. So I end up letting go the white bass. And so I keep working down the little wall, and all of a sudden I catch my first fish of the tournament, my first keeper. It was only like 13 inches long, probably only weighed like a pound and a quarter, like most spots that are long at the end. I'm like, yes, thank God I'm not going to blank, because, yeah, I'd been doing good, like second place, and third place. But at this point, it's like almost 2 o'clock. It's my first fish. I'm kind of thinking my whole run of doing good in that is out the door. But I didn't want to blank, because if you blank, you don't get any points, so at least I got a fish. So I circle back around, I make that run again, and nothing. I'm like, I've been fishing, weigh-ins at 3:30. It's now like 2:30, 2:40. I've gotten 2 bites. One was a white bass, and one was a little pound and a quarter freaking spot. But I had that spot down at the end. I have my main spot way up here. Well, at this point, I'm way down here. All of that. And my boat only did like 45, right? And that's like actually like, this whole lake is 13 miles long. So it's a ways away. And now it's like 2:30, 2:45. I'm like, you know what? I got to run back up there. I got to go hit my best spot. At this point, the wind finally started blowing. It started blowing like 10, 12 miles an hour. There was a good ripple on the water. Perfect for my high-speed cranking. My main spot usually picked up in the afternoon around 2 to 3. So I make the long run. And I'm like cruising along. And I've had the thing, as fast as I can. And so I make it. And there's actually a little point before it. And so I'm like racing up there. And it's, it's coming up on 3 o'clock right now. Weigh-ins at 3:30. I come around the corner to my main spot. And there's 2 bass boats on it. 2 of them. And they're sitting like right in between where I need to make my run. Because I run my high-speed shotgun. I was only 6 feet from shore, and I just ran like the total edge. And I would very quickly go with the wind, run down. And yeah, they're sitting like perfectly in a place that there's no way that I can run down it and effectively do it. And so I'm like, what are the odds? I have like freaking 30 minutes left, and they're sitting on the only spot that I have confidence at this time of the day. So I whip back around, and I head a little bit further down to, if you know, to B-Rock. So I turn around, I head down to B-Rock. I put down the trolling motor. I actually run all the way down the cove. It takes me like, I don't know, about 10 minutes or so. I don't get a bite. I don't get a fish. So now suddenly it's about 3:10. And I have 1 fish in the live well. So I'm like, all right, I got to go see if these guys have left. Because I know that spot. And this time the wind had picked up a little more. It was perfect conditions for me to run this high-speed little crank down my favorite spot. And the perfect time of day. So I get back in. I go around the corner. As I'm around the point so I can see the wall that I want to fish, they're gone. So I race over there. I put it down. It's, I don't know, I think it's like 3:12 at this point. And I'm doing the high-speed cranking. I'm throwing 3 casts a minute. It's really fast, 11 seconds a cast. So I put down, I don't go to the end of it. I kind of go to the best spot, or what had always been the best spot recently. I go down it, and I catch 4 bass in 10 minutes. 4 bass in 10 minutes. And I throw them all. Well, I already had 1. So suddenly I have a limit. I got 4 in 10 minutes. I put them in. And I had 2 live wells in my boat. I had one in the front, one in the back. So I actually isolated the smallest of all my fish in the back live well. And I'm like, all right, I got like 5 minutes. I'm all, I have, I have time. So I started the engine. I actually went back about, I don't know, like 10 yards or something, 15 yards, flipped it back around, put down the trolling motor, and went to the spot that just caught me those 4 keepers. And all of a sudden, boom, I get another fish. I'm like, no way. I get that fish in. It's actually bigger than the one I had isolated. And so I'm like, I lifted up. I didn't weigh him. I just look him. I'm like, oh my God, seriously? So I throw away the one. I put that one in there. It's now, you have to be inside the buoy at 3:30. I think at this point it was 3:28. And we can see where I was to the launch. Okay, well, let me show you again. Right here is where I was, and the launch is like right there, so it's fairly close. So, and if you don't make it in within a certain amount of time, obviously you get penalized. So, yeah, 3:28. I cold that fish. I jump in. I start the motor. I freaking floor the thing. At this point, the wind has come up. I used to like to run it really fast in heavy wind, but I'm just like flying. My boat's like bouncing everywhere, and water's. And I made it inside the buoys to the launch with like 20 seconds left, 30 seconds before you got penalized for being late. So yeah, I mean, that's why this one's called Never Give Up. Guys, I had just spent like what? So it was from 8, well, we launched at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 30, so 8.5 hours. I had spent pretty much 7 hours with no fish. By about 8 hours, I had 1 fish. And suddenly, within the last 15 minutes, I'm going into the launch with a full limit. I had 5 fish, and I culled once in pretty much the last 15 minutes before weighing. Yeah. And so, yeah, so that was it. Got to go in, weighed in, and here's like the funny thing is, after all that and everything else, weighed my fish, second place. I mean, I told everybody that. Everyone's like, no way. I told everybody, I'm like, dude, I had 1 fish at 3 o'clock. They're like, what? There's no way. I'm like, yeah, I had 1 fish at 3 o'clock. And I didn't catch my second fish until like 3:15. I'm like, dude, no way. I'm like, yeah. And I caught 4, and I actually caught a 5th, and I culled, and I got second place. And everyone's like, dude, there's no way. There's no way possible you could do that. I'm like, well, I have the high-speed crank. It's a really fast technique. I'm making a lot of casts, but yeah. That's why I said that's the total. I mean, that's why I call it the Iaconelli Never Give Up, because after 7 hours and you don't even have a freaking fish to actually, like, I don't know, and I don't know if you guys tournament fishing, no tournament fishing, but a lot of it's mental, and usually it's like if you're used to catching fish like I was with the surface with the first couple hours more, and then we got that fog delay and all that, and then suddenly, since that didn't happen, that starts working fundamentally, going great. Usually I'm used to having 2 or 3 fish by now, so they don't have those. And then it's like the later it goes and the further it goes mentally, you start breaking down. So the fact that I don't know, I could have just totally crumbled, could have just said, F it, I'm done. Especially when I made that run, I came around the corner and those 2 boats were on my water. The only water that I thought I had to save my ass. I could have just stuck in B-Rock and just sat there and just cried in my misery and everything else, and then went in with nothing. But no, I give it that one more chance, that one more fact that maybe they'll be gone. Maybe I can hit that one spot. Yeah, yeah, tournament fishing it's a bitch, but like I said, usually I don't have, and well, a lot of my later stories I've been telling you about, I have spots a lot closer together, and I try to rotate. Last one I told you about, and this one, it was more sort of one spot, but it's just the conditions didn't have, the wind didn't pick up. It was clear water. Doesn't work for a high speed crank. It just everything was against me as far as what I'd done before and how I'd caught them. So yeah, it was a grind, but kept my streak going. And I'm gonna have some more stories coming about the other tournaments, other streaks. I do have another Never Give Up one. That's really good too. That's why I said it's. That's why it's Storytelling Tuesday and we got the campfire, because it's about things that happen, issues. I mean, I said I think not all the tournament. I mean, if it's nothing, yeah, I said there's a lot of tournaments. I might tell the story of a tournament where it's just I caught a fish here, I caught a fish there, caught a fish here, we caught a fish here, we caught a fish now. Most of the stories I'm telling you they're like this one. It's something that's unusual, something that's specific, something that's like no way. There's no way you could have done that. There's no way that could have happened. But yeah, I mean, seriously, guys, think about it. To catch a limit in 15 minutes and Cole once, end up getting sixth place or end up getting second place, and he went 7.5 hours without one single fish in live well. I mean, that's why I said this is an ode to Ike Canelli about Never Give Up, because most people would have freaking given up or just said freaking screw this tournament or whatever by then. But yeah, that was fun. Like I said, it was me back in the day. I wasn't. If I'd have been a soft plastics guy and thrown drop shots, I'd never thrown a drop shot at that point. I'd never thrown a Senko at that point in my life as a fisherman. I know it's hard to believe because you see how I fish now. But yeah, at that point, I'd never done that. So I think I had a Texas rigged 4-inch Senko. oh, did I forgot that? Didn't I mention that in the tournament? But yeah, I was going through a divorce, and my grandma had just died the day before the tournament. So yeah, that added a lot. Thanks, low budget. I totally skipped. I know I told you about that earlier, but I totally skipped that whole part. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what you said, right? Yeah. See, low budget knows me. We're buddies. We talk off screen. Oh, Ike was. Oh yeah, no, but I was too. And yeah, my grandma had died. Yeah, no, I didn't know that Ike was. No, yeah. And my grandma had died the day before that. And I think my cat was in the animal hospital at the same time. So yeah, see, it's that's why it's an Ike thing, because all that happened to me, and almost all the same stuff happening to him was going on the outside of it. Okay, just see, he's back. Okay, where'd you leave off? I know you're back. There's only 3 of us here, but at the moment, I can do a recap. I can do a really quick one. I was recording it while I was playing it, so I could rewind and put it on the screen with fire. Well, it's too long ago. Oh well, then you're just gonna have to rewatch it later. Screw that. Not that I like it a lot, but yeah, I'm not going nowhere else. I did it so perfect the first time. Yeah, yeah. Let me go back and catch up. Time is anyway. Oh, it's fine. 9 o'clock last time, and I was like, well, it's like 12 people in the back. In the back, people back east. Well, yeah, people back further. It's 12. So yeah, that was a story for that one. But yeah, I'm gonna have to work on the pre-show thing, guys. Definitely gonna have to work on a pre-show thing with cheerleaders and I don't know, a bikini contest, all that kind of stuff. That'll be a good pre-show before we start the storytelling for the first 45 minutes. I'm sure we have a good one. Like people cheering and that'll be a lot of fun. 7:30 pre-show. 8:15 story. No, we gotta save that too. I gotta try and save the trivia stuff until Friday night. Hang out with the trivia and game night. That's what I'm thinking. I still, it's funny is I've never noticed that when you guys told me about that. I'm still looking at this. When people say it looks like a dragon, knock knock jokes. This does look like a dragon when you look at it this way. I'm amazed. I never noticed that, but it does very much look like a dragon. Well, I still have the beer jokes. I have the beer jokes. I have the news, fake news stuff too. I still have all that stuff going on. I was just trying to find some other games. Well, as far as in tournament, it was 21 some. It's the only one I won. But as far as, well, I don't know. 3 of them I caught, 2 of them got off. But it was 6 fish. Well, it was 5 fish, but all 6-pounders. It happened at Margarita one time in March on a crawdad rattle trap. I caught and weighed 3 6-pounders. Had 2 others that I'm almost positive were pretty much the same weight. And I get off as I was trying to grab them inside the boat. So, yeah. If I would have got all of them, it would have been 30 pounds easily. Yeah, that's the same lake that my friend, he won 2 tournaments in a row at 36 pounds, 6 plus limit at Margarita. Yeah, but no, 3 of them I actually weighed. Had 2 others, and when you catch and weigh 3 6-pounders, and you see the size of their mouth and everything, and then you get 2 others right in the boat that are thrashing everything, and you know, with the freaking cranklets, they're rattle trap in their mouth with the hooks. They're right in the boat, and I was trying, and they ended up shaking off. So, and after that, I hooked one that freaking spooled me. I don't know if it's bass, I might say a catfish. They were actually striper in that lake, but something hooked me and just spooled me. I went on a trolling motor to try to catch up with it, but it ended up snapping me off. I could just feel the head shaking, and obviously the line going over the top of its lips. Yeah, evidently it just finally. But yeah, that was the same day that I had 3 6-pounders. Plus, I mean, Okay, legitimately, I had 3 6s that I weighed. Plus, I had 2 4-pounders, or 4 1/4, 4+. So what's that? 18. So basically, 26 pounds I weighed that day. But I lost 2 others that are probably over 6. So I guess the moral of the story: how much have I weighed in a day for 5 fish was like 26 pounds. But it's caught wise should have been over 30. Yeah, epic day. It's March, water was really dirty, water was really low, and it was the back of the lake. Really? Yeah. 25 6. Hmm. Yeah, that's good. Of course, that's Delta. That's Delta where they weigh plus 30 pounds. Well, nowadays are a lot, but yeah, a lot. No, that was my best ever. I'm pretty sure. I never actually, I never actually calculated, but I know 3 of the fish were over 6, and 2 of the fish actually were over 4. But I lost 2 of them. I'm pretty sure were over 6. Yeah, now tournaments are all changing because we got the Major League Fishing that everybody's jumped to, and they're doing their tournament. And it's I think it's what it should be. It's not the best 5. It's the fact that you know how to catch a hell of a lot of fish on deck that are over 14 inch, 13 inch. I mean, I don't know. I'm not I mean, I don't know. I'm a guy that loves to catch fish and always catch fish and catch fish and catch fish. And, 15, 20 fish in a day, 25 fish. And a lot of them are like pound and a half versus 2 pounders. Some are 3 pounders. You might get like a 4 or something. Compared to going out and catching one 5 pounder and like 4 3 pounders, and that's all you get for the day. It's like, I don't know. I really catch a lot of fish. I know they're making me pay for it, huh? You shouldn't have to pay for the marshals, bro. Oh well, but yeah, but they took the coin goes out and they need to make money, so they compensated it for you having to pay to be a marshal too. Yeah, that's how all that goes. It's all about money. It's all about, but you're going out for a day with the pro, and you get to watch him, and you get to understand what he's doing. So, you're not just do that for free. I mean, come on. How much is it anyway? $100. So it's $100 a day to be a marshal, or $100 for the. Well, they don't need that many as the cuts get low. But that per day. Hello, low. Hello, low. And what about the last 2 days? Run the first 2 days, no cut, and then second day you go to 30 cut, and then that day you go to 12 cut. So do you have to pay to do the 30 cut and the 12 cut? Well, if you own a boat? What? What do you mean if you own a boat? What do you mean if you own a boat? We're talking about the Marshall program. They actually do it with boat too. Like if you're a boat owner, it pays you less to be marshal than if you're not a boat owner. That makes no sense. It's supposed to be to promoting fishing. Really? Oh, so they're freaking making a racket out of this, ain't they? No, we're not. No, we're not talking about that. Yes, fish. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the Marshall program for the FLWs. We're not talking about tournaments or anything like that. We're talking about Marshall program to be in the back of the boat during the FLW tournament. Yeah, would you have to have the competitors membership? Because that's what I'd have to be a calendar, and that was like $35, or you could just be $15 or whatever for the normal. Yeah, just to watch. But what I mean, they have a competition. I think it's $35 that I had to pay to be a member, so I could compete. But it's a lot less. It's like 15 if you want, not or 20. I don't know. I'd have been the highest because I was in the Coangler and needed to pay for being in the tournaments. I don't know. Once I go back to tournaments and that, I might go to Wild Wild West. It seems like fun. Seems less. It's less money, I know. Uh, and now they're doing 3 day. They used to only do 2 day, but now they have it jumped up to 3 day, which is same as the FLW. So I don't know. I'm taking this year off. I'm not doing. Grant, what's up, Grant? Exactly. Tell everybody that, low budget. Yeah, I think you're still my only Patreon member. We need to get everybody onto my Patreon thing. I mean, come on. Everybody said, do Patreon. We'll support you. Do Patreon. I set up so you can pay as little as $1 a month. Up to $5, up to $10. Yeah, I have one. And my main man, low budget. And he's the only one that's seen my CCB insider videos. And I got more coming. More of them are going to be focused on, I think, how to make a show, what you need to make a show, how to edit a show, more the like I said, and some really cool, funny stuff. A lot of stuff behind the scenes, like when me and Chris or me and Jeff or something like that are just effing around and talking. Well, to them, they think off camera, but I always have the camera on. So it's sort of behind the scenes because they just forget that I always have my freaking hand cam filming. So we talk about all kinds of crazy shit. It never makes a video for the day of fishing, but it's. I definitely love the fact that I start putting it on for the behind the scenes. Wait, what? Grant, though, you still here, Grant? It's Grant, guys. I joined him. I joined his live tonight. He's a cool live guy. Yeah, I'm so glad. I don't think I've seen you on one of mine. I got on to about some jumping jack stuff, but I thought he was a guy that made worms for fishing too, but he's a more of a compost worm guy. And the jumping jacks I told him about, which are really incredible for fishing, evidently are a composting worm. So, dollar strippers. I said, wait till next Tuesday night, guys. I'm gonna have that whole video going on behind. I said it's gonna be the new thing. It's gonna be the 7:30 pre-show, 8:45 storytelling. Really? You finally got your first bass? I know you've been talking about the fact that you haven't had a chance to fish. Of course, where are you? You're in one of those. Are you in one of the frozen states? Not frozen because the government's closed down, but frozen as far as it's colder than shit. Southern Illinois. Yes, that would be a frozen state. Definitely a frozen state. You caught a bass? What was it through the ice, or was it? Did it warm up back there? I mean, we're in California, freaking totally froze off. Rain, really? So you've warmed up, and us in California. Wow. So, well, but it's gonna freeze again because it just came through here, and it froze everything in California, and it's heading your way. I'm pretty sure. I can't see going from here and being 49 degree and heading back to where you are in Illinois and suddenly being warm. Unless there's some weird sort of mix of the air or something. Because I tried to go live last night at the pier and the wind picked up and everything else, and I was freezing my ass off. My fingers were stinging. It was like 49, 48 degrees here in California at the beach. So I don't know. I think it's heading your guys' way. That's crazy. So did you catch it in open water, or was it through the ice? Really? And it was what? 3 point? Wow, 3.5 pounds? Almost 3.5. Wow, I'm tempted. Wow. Oh, great. Do you like my fire? All the other people have seen it before, but I don't think you've been on my storytelling Tuesday. Do you like my fire? It took me a long time to find that. Yeah. I know I look really warm. Everybody keeps telling me that I'm getting burned from my monitor. But yeah, I thought that was a nice effect. Since it's Storytelling Tuesday, storytelling usually goes on around a fire. But I mean, you're kind of new to it, but everybody else is kind of getting bored of the same fire. But I tried to find a new one online today, and I don't know, they wouldn't download, or they were like 6 hours long and like 30 gigs. Yeah, I know. I think, am I matching? Nah, it's a little darker to me. I look really red. I do like it. I look really red when I'm here. Oh, yeah. Maybe I could just have a prop behind me that's hanging out in front of it that's a marshmallow on a stick. I said, we're just going to go with these. This is only like the third storytelling Tuesday. Now I have the whole idea of the pre show and having, who knows what's going to go on in the background before the campfire. It could be, I said, it could be cheerleaders, it could be like a bikini contest, wet t-shirt contest, or I don't know. It just, I don't know. It could be like crazy. Meter on the sea, yeah, all that. But no, the pre-show, I don't know, it'll be fun. What? Where? 7 stripers on top water 2 years ago? Where? Not here though. You're not around here. We're catching stripers not around. I don't think there's any top waters around in Cali. At least I got my computer to shut up. This computer, the fan's getting dirty. Oh, St. John. This computer, the freaking fan's getting dirty. See, when he's a viewer, he goes to bed early. Thanks, Grant, though. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for joining me, buddy. Got a lot of people that haven't joined yet, but it's all timing now. I can't say anything negative about people that I've joined and I watched live that hasn't come and watched me live because it's live. It's all about matter of timing. Yeah, it's all a matter of timing. It's all a matter of when they're up, when they aren't. I'm sure I'll eventually get all the huge to come. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, when you're live, it's all random. That's why I'm trying to keep this live consistent. I think the more consistent, a lot of people try and only do lives once a week or twice a week, and they try and keep them at the same time, so it becomes more of a consistent. But like I said, this is only the third one, so I'm not. I don't know. I think it'll get there. I think eventually it'll be a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of people on there, and we'll be like, "Go away, people! This is for the old schoolers." Why are you on this live? This is storytelling. This is for the old folk. This is for the genuine people that actually are always here. But maybe we'll get some trolls because those are fun, huh? I was just on someone else. I was on with Jag and he was talking about trolls. And he was talking about trolls and he has those, I don't know, he has those guys on his live that have the blue wrenches. I guess they're like the monitors or whatever. And I'm like, dude, trolls are fun. I'm like, dude, I love the troll. I love you F with them and they freaking go away. If you just F with their comments, and like the other one where the guy was asking where I was from, and I was like, F with, like I wouldn't win it like that. It's when you react to them and when you like try and take them serious. That's yeah, but troll hunting, it's so much fun. I think this Friday when I go for late night, I think I'll talk about that. Live. Hang out and troll hunting. Let's see if we can get a bunch of them to come if we title it that way. That'll be better if we title it that way. We get a bunch of them to come on so we can just freaking attack them. Attack the trolls. Have fun attacking the trolls. All right, guys. What'd you think of my? What'd you think of the third episode of Storytelling Tuesday? I don't know. I think it was fun. I actually didn't. Fun fact about this storytelling is I didn't think about the fact of how foggy it was, which added a lot to the story until about an hour before we went live. I just didn't. I don't know. We only did 2 tournaments there. And I remember the one with the fog, and the other one was a night tournament. So all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I got to add that to the story because it had so much to it with the whole fact it was foggy. And we should not have launched, guys. That's all I got to say. When you can only see 5 feet to the side of your boat, and there's guys that have their GPS set. And you have people running down the lake at freaking 60 miles an hour because they have a unit that has a GPS. They have a beeline down the lake and they can just follow that little thing on their screen compared to people that might be in front of them. I mean, GPS does not show you what's in front of you, like somebody said on there when I was talking about it. Yeah, so that was scary. That's just like that's one thing. A lot of club tournaments and everything else is they launch when it's unsafe light, unsafe conditions, and they don't really freaking care. Yeah, no, it was just bullshit. There's no way. That's why I mentioned it to him. The Pat Fadley, the guy who hated me in the beginning, he said, dude, we shouldn't launch. This is like, you can't see anything. He's like, oh no, son, a lot of us have GPS. We can launch right now. Yeah, no. Freaking bullshit, man. Luckily, nobody got freaking run over and nobody got killed, including me, because I was scared as hell when everybody was coming behind me that they were going to freaking run me over. I'm so glad I'm warm here. It's like really cold out. It's still a good fire right here. All right, guys, I think this is going to actually do it. We're coming up on 2 hours. We're looking at almost 7:30. No, I don't. Going on your own that early in the middle of the night. No, but launching in those conditions with that much fog and those guys, I mean, you could hear them all. I could hear they were freaking rushing by me and zooming by me. And I was just freaking, like I said, FLW, Bass, doesn't matter if it's the Cosmo Series, which is a AAA or whatever. Anything that's run that's legit and you have a lot of competitors and everything, they will not launch until it's completely, totally safe because they know how fast. I mean, 60, 70 miles an hour, you can't see. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, I don't know, I'm just talking about safe light. I'm talking about safe conditions. I'm talking about being ludicrous. You can't see. Well, even I don't know. I think even our night tournaments. I think all of our night tournaments, once it was already night, the speed limit was 5 miles an hour. I think even in the middle of the night now, I think the limit was 5 mile an hour. I don't remember anybody running around really fast after dark in any of our club tournaments. We only did 2 night tournaments with the club, but it was like 5, 10 mile an hour. Nobody was full on playing or anything like that in the middle of the night. During the day in fog, where you pretty much can see less than you can see in the middle of the night on a full moon, of course, no big deal. They would run 60, 65 miles an hour, but it was daylight. It wasn't the middle of the night. Plus, I think most of the speed limits at night at most of those lakes were no wake. So you weren't allowed to run that fast anyway unless you want to get to it. Sure. I have another story about my night tournament, and I did that one, but I didn't find any difference between full moon or no moon and fishing at night. No difference at all. I used to fish by boat docks and everything else that had lights on them at night. No moon, one moon. Yeah, I like fish at night. I know it affects them or everything else, but I don't think it's enough that you're not going to catch them on during the day when there's a full moon. It's everybody's theories, everybody's moon phases and nocturnal phases. Uh, no, I don't see it. Nah, I don't. I don't. My old thought process: if you put a bait in front of a fish, and it's a bait that looks natural and they want to eat, they're gonna eat it. Doesn't matter what time of year. Doesn't matter what time of year. Doesn't matter what time of day. It doesn't matter. Bass are just freaking. They're a lazy eater. They're yeah, no, it's I don't know. The bass are a highly evolved predator. They're a highly evolved predator. They're lazy. They want an easy meal. And as far as us as bass fishermen, uh, that's pretty much all I need to do is give them an easy meal, present it to them in the right way, and they're going to eat it. I've never caught one on a surface over at night. Yeah, I, bass. It's like everybody thinks they're so. Everybody thinks bass are so like I don't know. I think they're just like this epiphany of fish, and they're so intelligent, and they know so much, and they're so tuned into everything around them, and it's just so hard to like figure them out, and they're just so wary, and they're just so smart, and they're not. They're just fucking fish, guys. They're just a freaking fish, guys. I mean, they're a predator, a highly advanced predator. Fish farm like a highly advanced predator. And you probably catch more. It's not that hard. I've heard people like, oh, I fish for bluegill, I fish for catfish, I fish for carp. No, but I've heard people like, oh, but then I tried to fish for bass, and oh my god, I couldn't catch them. I couldn't figure them out. I couldn't. And I'm just like, why? They're not that hard. It's just the fact that you're fishing for something that's a scavenger and something that's just trying to feed on whatever it can, and you're suddenly fishing for something that's a predator. And it's just like if you suddenly went from catching bluegill or, I mean, crappie in a way are a predator too, but they're a schooling predator. They're more like, and bluegill are technically, possibly. I mean, they are a predator and all that, but they're more opportunistic. They'll eat a lot more live bait. They'll eat a lot more algae and all that. But if you take someone that's fished for that kind of stuff, and or even trout, even if they fish for trout, but they're only fishing for trout because they're stock trout, they're using power bait. They're not trying to use lures. They're not fishing for native trout. They're not fishing flies or lures and streams or anything. And you take them and then you take them to, yeah, bass. They're so hard to catch that. But kind of same thing. If they went from that to, all right, I'm going to try to catch pike, or I'm going to try to catch walleye, or I'm going to try and catch, muskie, or anything like that that's actually or peacock bass, or something that's actually a predator fish. That's where it switches. That's where it becomes because you have to know them, you have to understand them. It's not just like putting out a bobber with a worm on it. There's much more to it than that with something that's predator. They want to eat. But at the same time, once you understand that predator and know how they feed and everything else, it becomes just as easy. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. One of the hard, one of my examples of this is the fact that yes, I know how to catch largemouth. I know how to catch smallmouth. I know how to catch spots. Plus, I mean, obviously, I know how to catch bluegill. I know how to catch trout. Blah blah. Blah. But when I went to the ocean, um, with the rockfish and that, everyone told me, "Oh, you got to use squid. You got to use, yeah, you got to use, you got to use squid. You got to use this. You use that." And then I don't know. Suddenly, I realized, wow, these rockfish are just like bass. And of all the bass I've ever fished for, well, I caught them not on this, but of all the fish, is that what they relate to the most is smallmouth and smaller plastics and yeah. So suddenly, once that clicked, suddenly, well, you've seen it. You've watched me live. You see me live. Sometimes I catch 10, 15 fish. It's very easy. And yeah, didn't start out that way. I was fish farming like everybody else. I was throwing the bait. But what I was doing was moving the bait through the water, just not letting it sit when I started out with squid and everything else. Yeah, I mean, it's not anything. It's amount of time. It's just well, it's I don't know. It's a matter of presentations. It's a matter of if you're sitting at one place, you're pretty much gonna have to wait for the fish to come to the bait. If you're constantly casting, constantly moving it, covering more water, you're obviously gonna have more chances to come across the fish. And well, that's sort of relaying more to me and the pier fishing and everything, and other people that just throw it out, let it go to the bottom. Then there's the whole fact that they're throwing it on the bottom. Half the time I'm catching the fish halfway up the column in the kelp. Other times I'm catching them right over the top of the kelp. Wait, what? Why does everybody keep talking about that freaking ring? I don't know. I might try a really small Carolina rig. I mean, drop shot rig, if you want. I'm not here. Was that focused at ocean or you're talking about the Tokyo for actually freshwater or saltwater? Obviously freshwater. I think it's saltwater bait, but I don't think I'm actually gonna go there with it. I don't know. I don't like all the hard. I don't like all the hardware for it with the wire and the weight and this weight and that's seems sort of why? I don't. That's what I don't understand. I don't. I don't know. I don't really understand why people say the drop shot will get hung up. You can run that little of a drop shot with a Texas rig. No, I don't understand it, guys. Yeah, I don't. I said I don't. I seriously don't see it. Drop shot will get a Tokyo rig sometimes on these. Just regular drop shot will get hung up. Got a punch shot. Just made a video on it. Upload it. Well, you can upload it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I know you watch me, and I'm not impressed by it. No, I'd love to watch it. I've seen tons of videos on the Tokyo rig. I've also seen tons of videos on the umbrella rig and I don't know, all kinds of other rigs that we're gonna take care of bass fishing, and it's all over after this and all that, man. I don't know. I don't know. For me, I don't see a benefit of it at the moment. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty sure there's ways I can fish in the way I like to fish that I would be able to catch just as many fish as somebody that's using that sort of rig. I mean, for me, that's what I'm saying. It's like 40 years of bass fishing and 40 years of playing around with rigs and everything else. And as far as the way I fish and the way I catch fish, I just don't see, not that there's anything wrong with it. And if you're catching them all, that's great. But as far as me and me benefiting from it and more fish, like I said, I don't see a benefit to my style of fishing. I don't jump on everything that's new. I don't jump on every new crankbait. I don't. Why is this thing? Does this thing like stalling out? Oh, I gotta hit that. Never mind. Sorry. I lost some of these. So I gotta catch up. Yeah, drop shot, Texas Raging Tree. I'm a ratio. Don't know how to try. I use Texas sometimes where it doesn't solve. Okay, I think I'm back to normal, guys. Sorry, I hit something and it wasn't uploading. My comments are stuck right there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I see what you guys are saying. I seriously see. You don't know JHR, right? Yeah. To that comment, low budget. Actually, I do. I mean, I don't know. You've seen what I have online. You've seen my tips and tricks. You've seen my Bobsy Bites. You've seen my shows. Um, yeah, yeah, I know. I know you're right. It'll be half buried, but a drop shot with a 3-inch leader. I've never tried it, and the reality is, I have no desire to try it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No, I'm saying it's totally up to you. If you think it's a good rig and all of it's metal, a lot of it's confidence, everything else. If you think it works, it's fine. I'm just saying, to me, I don't see any advantage of it compared to anything else I already do. Yeah, you can. What are you saying you can't drop shot through matted vegetation? Yeah, you can. What are you talking about? Dude, wait till I upload my freaking. Wait till I upload my last tournament diaries in that. In the Delta, dude, they're drop shotting. They're dropped through grass. They're drop shotting through thick weeds. They're drop shotting through everything. Exactly, Jess Fish. We do it all the time. No, dude. See, that's just it. Is in California, we've taken a drop shot to a whole effing new level. Hey, Darren's Northern Lions. Sorry. Yes. Yes. We drop shot with an ounce sinker. I use the Uni knot. It's the only knot I use on anything. But yeah, no, in California, that's what I said. It's dude. I know. I don't know if I've tracked the fact that everybody that likes the Tokyo rig is back east or not, but that's why I said to me when I see it, I'm like, why not just use a drop shot? Yes, we do all that in California. And that's like the weirdest thing. And that's what I don't understand. The whole Tokyo rig. No, I haven't. No, God, no. You got You don't understand freaking California. They throw the drop shot in the freaking middle of weeds. They throw it in the middle of freaking everything. It's just like, no problem. That's why I said, that's why I didn't understand. I'm like, why not just use a drop shot that only has that much of a leader from the weight to the hook? Yeah, dude, that's why I said that. That's why I don't understand it. Yeah, no, that's why I said it. California, we think it. Dude, that's just like the Carolina rig. I mean, not the Carolina rig, what? No. What what the F you talking about? What do you mean a drop shot? No. Drop shot originated in Japan. It got brought to California with Aaron Martens. No, the hookup, not for bass. No, 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 no. Nah. It was Aaron Martens was guiding in California. Met some guys from Japan. They had a drop shot hookup. That's where he got introduced to it back in like early '90s or something like that. That's where the drop shot actually originated in Japan, and it was Aaron Martens that was guiding, and that's why Aaron Martens is the god of freaking drop shot. Because yeah, no, drop shot did not originate back east. It originated in California, but before it originated in California, it originated in Japan. And yes, that sort of hookup with the way at the bottom and hooks above it is a saltwater thing. Really? You got your PB at Hamilton? Wow. Yeah, but no. Yeah, no, the idea of the drop shot with the weight in the bottom and the hooks on the way up, usually 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, came from saltwater. Yes. Yes, drop shot idea with weight in the bottom and hooks above it was saltwater. But as far as bass, yes, it came from Japan, just like flicking came from Japan, spy bait came from Japan, other things, a lot of finesse stuff. But anyway, yeah, no, it came from there. I don't know, you can read it. It's in Bassmaster or was in FLW. So no, probably Bassmaster because that's where everybody was. But yeah, no, I read that story of where he came up with the idea. He was guiding and met these people from Japan or guides or clients of Japan. They're fishing and he went, ooh. Anyway, yes, it was used, that sort of hookup and everything was used in the ocean. But that process for bass fishing, yeah, no, that came from No, it's not back east. That's like big swim baits came from California. Now they're no back east. Like punching oriented here, and now it's used back east. Throwing your drop shots right in the middle of the weeds and right in the middle of floating vegetation. No, they've been doing that in the Delta and Clear Lake here for freaking years. It's basically a short ass freaking Tokyo rig, or the way they hook up Tokyo rig. It's the same thing. There's nothing new. Sorry, I've been having to shut everybody up. Charlie, it's funny because suddenly I get ranting and raving about my knowledge of bass fishing and my history of it and everything else, and suddenly the comments like kind of stop. Oh, you can double rig it. A lot of fishing is going on. Yeah, it starts out here. Oh, and the other thing I'm just saying, that's right, with the Alabama rig. I'm sorry, but yeah, the Alabama rig started out back east. Started out with what's his face winning that tournament, deep water, slow rolling it. Suddenly in California, I'm fishing with pros that are throwing it in the middle of reeds, throwing it through cattails, throwing it through it was a deep water bait, deep water schooling. It was a deep water, cold water. When the bait fish are schooled up, that's when you need to use an Alabama rig. And then here in California, they're throwing it under docks and next to boat slips and right through the middle of reeds and everything else, and totally switched up how the Alabama rig was used. Just totally took it to a whole different level. But yeah, a lot of our stuff here goes there because you guys have huge lakes. You have lakes that are 100, 200 miles long, 300 miles long, with some of them that are in the Kentucky lakes and all that other stuff. I don't even know what our longest lake in California is. I think our longest lake in California, well, Nassau is 13 miles long. I think Clear Lake is 13 miles long. I don't know how long Orville or Shasta are, but yeah, our lakes here in California are what I think 13, 14 miles long is like our longest lakes in California from tip to tip. Anderson? Well, no, I don't think Don Pedro is 24 miles long. There's no way it is. It might be, I know. There's no way Don Pedro is 24 miles long. I just showed you Nacimiento, and I know Don Pedro. I just looked at it because my friend was in the fish, and there's no way the length of that lake is almost twice as long as Nazi, unless you go way up the river to count it. Wait, what else did you say? Anderson from what? It's kind of weird. 12. Well, that's got to be way the hell up the river, though. I mean, Nasi, I don't know where they do it at. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. You're talking shoreline, you're talking length. Dom Pedro is 20. I don't. Is it 24 miles long? Dude, I don't know. I looked at it on the map and my friend just went there, and it compared to the size of Nasi from the dam to what they call the length. I don't know. I really don't see it being half the length. Really. All right. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe Nasi from Dam to up the river is 24 miles too. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it's that long. Yeah, that's what it says. I mean, back east, you're looking at hundreds of miles to go from the dam to the furthest out. But here in California, like, okay, sorry, I got I got reiterated by Justice, and evidently the longest lake in California is 24 miles. But still, if you take 24 miles compared to over 100 miles, it doesn't even compare. Oh, Chris is here. All right, guys, we're going. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see it being that big. I mean, maybe you might be right, but like I say, Clear Lake is only 13 miles. Yeah, Clear Lake's only 13 miles across. Well, I mean, it's longest point from south to north, but it's more of a big oval. Give me one day, I'll prove it. Well, I can look at it. I mean, I can Google it. I was just looking at it visually on a map, and I didn't think it was that long. Of course, I've never looked at. I don't know. I've never GPSed from the dam to the end of Nazi, but all I know is Nazi is supposedly only 13 miles long. 24 miles. Well, I don't know. It doesn't even matter if it's 24 miles long because by comparison to, yeah, yeah, I know it. Yeah, no, I do know. It's 90,000 acres. Anderson's 90,000 acres. I think it's full. It'll fit all the other lakes in Santa Clara County within it. But lengthwise, from I don't know from where the bridge is to the other side, because it's got a dam and then it's like a T, a dam, but I think from one end to the other and all that, like 5 miles. Yes, you piece of shit, coming on here this late and trying to tell us Pinot was closed. Go, go, do something. No, but it's close because it's flooded. Um, I can show you what it looks like when it's flooded right here. Yeah, hi water. All right, guys. All right, so let's go over to storytelling. Let me go here. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what it looks like when it's flooded. All right. I actually got it right here. Let's see. Back up. Got to go someplace. Yeah, I love you too, Chris. You're always a guy I love coming on here. Look at this drone footage. Drone footage. All right. Drone footage. I'm getting to the point where this is fun. Where is it? I'll show you Havasu. Havasu's really long too. Havasu's long. Where is it? Is this it? No. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you Pinot closed or Pinot flooded. I got the footage. I just gotta find it. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's flooded. I know I have it here. I have it here. I flew my drone over it when I was filming the one where. Oh, I ain't it. I mean, it's before that. No, it's gotta be after that. Sorry, I'm trying to find this. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find the. I think 53. No, I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find Pinot flooded. I know I have really good footage of it flooded. I just gotta figure out the thumbnail. Don't worry, I'll find it. It's down here. See, here's 52. Maybe it's this one. Maybe it's 51. Nope. 51 is the Delta. I think this is. That's normal. That's normal. So it's got to be before that. Maybe it's this one. No, that's the Delta. All right, I'm going to find this, guys. Don't worry. I'm going to find flooded Pinot. I'm going to find flooded Pinot. I'm telling you. I have really good footage of it. Freaking completely, totally flooded, like all the way into the parking lot. And I have it from my drone. How long is the Delta? It's over 1,000 square miles. Lengthwise, who knows? But it's over 1,000 square miles. At least the Delta. Okay, this is this one again. Good aerial shot right there. I don't think so, but that's not the flooded stage. Oh, that's Nasi. I just have too much footage, guys. I'm telling you, I have way too much drone footage. Yeah, well, that's something different. Was a freaking like Tokyo rig. Hey, I'm all for trying something that I think is going to work. If I don't think it's going to work, or if something else I do is going to be better, I ain't going to use it. Stillborn. Stillborn. Yeah, it was stillborn. How'd you know? Yeah, no. Say, guys, 40 years. He's racist. 40 years. No, I ain't against Asians. I ain't against Asians. That has nothing to do with that. It's just the fact that, I don't know. I don't see it being a benefit. Come on. Why can't I find this? Why can't I find Pinot flooded on my drone footage? I have really good footage of it freaking completely, totally flooded. No, that's not it either. Damn it. Actually, I think it's before. I think it's before the footage I have that's good because I only had the flooded footage. So I went and I filmed normal footage. So 52 is the flooded or the normal footage. So evidently, I think it's before that somewhere. I know I have it. I know I have this flooded footage. Yeah, I know it isn't. I'm trying to find drone footage to show people what it looks like when it's flooded because I have it flooded. I know I have it flooded. I just can't find it right now. Oh, here it is. This has got to be it. Yeah, there we go, guys. Whoops. Sorry. I went the wrong way with it. There we go, guys. I'm just going to let that play behind me. I knew I had it. I knew I found it. All right, I'm going to turn this down even more. Oops. All right, guys, look at that behind me. You want to know what Pinot probably looks like right now? This is probably what Pinot looks like right now. No, look at that, guys. I'm telling you, this is probably 90% of what it looks like now. I mean, that's cilantro. This is all the picnic area. I mean, look at that footage, guys. This is what it looked like the last time it flooded. That was like 3 years ago or something. Look at that. Here's the restrooms, guys. Look, the water's right there. Yeah, look at it. Restrooms, jetties. You can't even see the jetties. No, I'm just telling you, this is what it looks like now, I'm sure. That's why I said I have this footage. I have this exact footage. I know exactly what it looks like when it floods like this. I've been there when it happened. This was like, it's like 3 or 4 years ago. No, it wasn't a hurricane. I mean, this is the way it gets when it floods. Like I said, you can see it. Like that's the boathouse. What do you mean it's not like that over there? Look at this little area. Look, that's Rick right there. That's Rick fishing right there, guys. Yeah, exactly. I know this is exactly what this lake looks like right now. This, I filmed this when it happened, but this happened a couple years before that when I was at that lake. That's why I filmed this. Yeah, that's just from rain. It only has, there's one little pipe right here, guys, that is an outflow. Whoa, and it didn't flood much. It is not like that. I mean, look how far up it is here. It's all the way into the campgrounds, all the way to the parking lot. No, it's mostly things. Yeah, no, look at this. See, they brought all the campgrounds up here. That's where all the campgrounds are. Not even close. What you said you went there, Chris? They won't let you in because it's flooded. I'm assuming right now it's probably that big. I mean, I don't know. Chris keeps saying it's not like that. said you haven't been able to go recently because it's been closed. When? When did you go look at it, Chris? They said it's been closed for like 4 days. Sunday? It's not that flooded. Why do they even have it closed then? I guess this is extreme flooding. I guess I have more of the extreme flooding on film. Because as you can see, everything around here is totally gone in my footage. That's a fun time. So wasn't it even that full? Did it even get up over the jetties or anything? Like, I like Chris is going, Sunday, damn it! Where were you at Sunday? You couldn't get into the park. Just the edges? What do you mean just the edges? I mean, it's pretty extreme flooding here. I mean, this is extreme. Like I said, it's all this. It's all the way up into all these fields here. I mean, that's why I filmed it all. It was very, very extreme. This flooding. I think this was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, you can see it. Look at it. The whole field. Oh, that's all the way behind that field. It's all the way to the restrooms. It's all the way past the restrooms. Yeah, that's the boathouse. It's flooded. It's I said I knew I had footage of it when it's really flooded. Like I said, this is Pinot really flooded. I've seen it this way a couple times. So if it's not even this full, then it's not flooded. It should be open. We should all be able to go fish. This is extreme. It's actually, they said you can't even go to the bathrooms. The bathrooms are flooded. Look at all the ducks. The ducks are here in the parking lot. All the ducks right there. That's flood stage, Chris. I don't know what they're doing right now, but that's flood stage. And Rick was actually catching the crap out of fish over here. Oh, look, and it turned around and I said, yeah, over here in the grass. Well, yeah. I bring it down a little bit. Yeah, but over here, oh my god, dude. Over here, this area over here, oh my god, Rick was catching the crap out of my live crawdads. There were so many of them up in all this grass, looking for the crawdads. Yeah. Yeah, I said that was insane. That was like a couple of years ago, and they had it open the whole time during this. They didn't close it. Look, I said right there. You can't see him, but that's Ocean Diablo right there. And I was actually fishing. I have one. Catching fish in a picnic area was me fishing all this area over here during this flood stage. When I was like a couple years old. Yeah, that's Ocean Diablo right there. See his shadow? Hey, yeah. Not live night crawlers, no problem. Yeah. No, I just want to show you guys. You said, and obviously you all said it wasn't even that flooded, but this was. I think it's still when Pat ran it. I think maybe this is like 4 years ago or something like that. Before Pat died, I think I filmed this. Actually, don't know if I have an accurate date on when this footage was filmed, but oh no, there's Ocean Diablo right there. That's him going out to go fishing. I think this might have. I don't know. I don't know if it's transition of her dying or. Yeah. But yeah, guys, this is footage of Pinot. Back when the last time it flooded, which evidently now it's like not even near this full. Look, it's all the way up there. It's all the way up to the fences of those properties. Yeah, it's closed right now until further notice. Well, I said it's probably not that full anymore, but it's closed until uh, it's closed till whenever. It is closed, right, Chris? You keep saying it's not that full. It's not that full, but is it actually closed, or can we go fish it tomorrow? That is my question. Antonelli. No, not fish Antonelli. No, I'm telling you, Chris. I lied. I filmed this on Monday. Yesterday, I filmed this footage with my drone at Pinot. I swear to God, that's what's going down right now. I'm telling you, I filmed this on Monday. You said Sunday it wasn't even that full, but I filmed this on Monday, this Monday at Pinot. So it's fish for what? That's yeah, it's right there. It's a blade chroma that I make anymore. It's an old one about the size of a DJI that holds my. That's funny because Rod Gun Club is in Kelly, not Pinot. So yeah, it's BS. Last thing Chris said is that's BS. Come on, Chris, give me another comeback. All you said was BS. How do you know I didn't film that yesterday? I was out there. It rained a lot last Sunday. It, it filled that much. I'm telling you. It's actually at this point, I think it's almost at Green Valley Road. I'm serious. It's just gone nuts. Dude, I didn't I didn't even take my tackle bag. I just took my drone and went out there and shot it. I don't know. I'm just glad I have footage of this. It was like I said, that was an epic year. No, I knew you put the tracker on it. Duh. I saw you do it the other time we were out, last time we were out, and you talked about it. So I actually left the tracker at home when I took the drone, and I didn't film this. I was actually across the street when I put my drone up, and I took this all over it and filmed it. I mean, look, I will prove it to you here. I'll go back to the beginning of the video, Chris, and you will see where I started this video from. I did not start it from the parking lot. Oh, oh, wait. Oh, wait. Um, okay, Chris, you win. I'm sorry. I, I guess I, okay, yeah. I guess I don't know. I'm getting old now, and I don't know. Sometimes I forget things. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry. Looking back at this, guys, I guess Chris was right. I evidently did film this a while ago. Battery slow. Yeah, I think I filmed this a while ago, guys. Sorry. I swear to God, I went out there and took this off from across the street because it was closed. Just to show you guys it was closed and how flooded it was. But yeah. All right, Chris, you're right. My faux pas. Yeah, you're right. It's probably not this flooded. That's usually how it gets when it's flooded. But like you said, it's probably not this flooded, nowhere near. But it is a lot of fun when it gets flooded. Because I'm serious, those fish get so much up into all this grass and everything. They just love the night crawlers and everything else that's in there. It's just freaking amazing. Completely, totally amazing. Oh my God, guys. I didn't realize it's almost been 3 hours now. Wow. Wow. That's the longest live I think I've ever done. It's 2 hours and 48 minutes. And my battery's only at 50%. Hey, that's pretty damn good. uh, yeah, but I'm going to shut this down, guys. I was wondering when my battery. Wow. Almost 3 hours. I had no idea I've been on this long. It started out as a fun little storytelling and then it just freaking went Richter. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Uh, what's the next one? Next storytelling is I don't know. Actually, I think next one is another Never Give Up. I'm gonna do one with, and I actually have the crankbait that caught the fish. I actually found it in my whole arsenal. I found. Oh, I want to do so many shows now. Game night Friday. Oh yeah, no. Well, I was talking about the next storytelling, but yeah, we might do another Friday hangout, late night, game night, whatever. But yeah, no next storytelling is it can be another one of these where it was last minute kind of thing, and I didn't even know I had the bait. That was the pinnacle of it. Trelawney Sunday. No, I love Pride Hunt. But yeah, but I actually found it, and I need to do some videos on all my old cranks and all my old jerk baits and all my old surface baits because I found all kinds of them that I didn't even realize I still had. Because I know everybody in these days, because I don't know, my wrists are screwed and my arthritis and my thumbs and all the other stuff that I focus more on slow baits and, you know, flicking and jigging and drop shot and that kind of stuff. But, you know, I used to be hardcore, and all these stories usually it's going to be hardcore surface and power fishing and everything else. But you get older, things fall apart, blah, blah, blah. But I need to do a bunch of cool videos about all the old school cranks and everything else that I have sitting behind me, behind that door in my closet. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, come to the point that I'm old and I'm single, so what was that? I need to write context. Yeah, it's come to the point that all I do is flick my worm all day, and uh, now pretty much because of my age and that, I pretty much when I go fishing, I just flick my worm all day. So it's when I'm fishing, I'm flicking my worm all day, and when I'm not fishing, I'm flicking my worm all day. So yes, that was a good one. Who was that? Yeah, low budget. See, he knows me so well. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Yeah, I'm flicking my worm when I'm fishing. I'm flicking my worm when I'm not. Yeah, no, it's just when you get older. I love it now. I'm back. I don't know. See where it goes. Yeah, I'm just gonna buzz more. Worm flicker. Yeah, just a tip though. Feels good. A tip. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Uh, well, I don't have my site right now. I think I took them off, but eventually I'll have them up on my site for the ones I use in painted version because I put them up in the unpainted version and nobody wanted to freaking buy them. But I think I'll do them in like a black and a green pumpkin. But basically, just a flick them with at least like a 1/0 or number one hook. Uh, Ours is a little different because it's an angle, not a 9 degree. Because a lot of them are 9 degree, most of them are 9 degree. Ours is really cool because it's and the weight is right up to the end of the eye, not an extension from the weight to the eye, even if it is angled. Then, but we can later. Yeah, but I don't think I took them off my site. It can take me a while. Remember, I'm jobless. I'm homeless. Well, I'm not homeless. I'm in here. I'm jobless. I haven't even gotten approved for unemployment yet. Uh, just filed my tax return. Might cash out my 401k that I had through Marshalls just so I have enough money to focus on this more until I drain everything and have to go work for McDonald's or something. But yeah, no, eventually all this stuff will get going. Hopefully, the storytelling Tuesday will get going. I can't believe this guy's really almost 3 hours and my phone is still gone. Dude, Moto Z2 Force. All right, Chris, you're right. Hey, if it gets to that point, I will come on live and I will ask you guys what establishment of a fast food joint would be more respectable for me to go get a job. So maybe eventually, or maybe I'll do a survey. Comes to that point that I suck as a YouTuber and I'm never gonna make a freaking living as an effing YouTuber, and I need to just get a day job and take it up my ass every day. I will ask you guys a survey about. Yeah, no, I love this thing. You want fries with that? I'm really gonna say that. Like, oh, you want a burger? You want cheeseburger? You want fries with that? I would have that would be so much fun. I like saying that. Yeah, I know. I don't want to have to go there. I want I want this to get to go, but it ain't going at the moment. It's going, but it ain't going good enough to get me to that point. But I now have like other stuff going and everything else, and yeah. But like I said, when it gets to the point that I need a day job, I'm probably gonna come to you guys and do a survey and ask you whether it's gonna be like Burger King, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken. you know, someplace you guys think my talent and my expertise of fishing and everything could be um, used in me making money at a fast food joint, maybe like Chick-fil-A. Sometimes it was fish, but eventually it'll probably come down to that because I evidently suck at YouTube. Can't figure it out. Not entertaining. Yeah. Well, the one thing could be that once I get to a fast food place and that's where I'm working, it'll benefit you guys because you can all come hang out and get some food. Yeah, no charter boats on the wharf. I don't know anything about saltwater fishing other than the pier. I would freaking suck at that. But I gotta go, guys. My battery is like freaking yelling at me. Go stand in the corner here in Cali. I know I could go stand in the corner and probably make $200-300 a night. But yeah, I gotta go. My battery's like 5%. Yeah, no, I don't mind to start one. Yeah, guys, I gotta go. I pretty much drank too much wine. Anyway, I hope you guys like the story. I mean, another one next Tuesday probably might be late night Friday night for fun. But thanks a lot. Uh, don't have to say it to you guys because you're always here and it's good. But please check out all our fishing show, our regular fishing shows, our Body Bites, our blogs, our tip and tricks, and join us for next live. And all right, guys, thanks. Bam! Didn't work. Bam! Oh,